social media and low sex drive. I think that this affects us far more than we'd like to believe in a number of different ways. First of all, as I've said in another video, compare leads to despair. So the thing about people and relating to people is we tend to relate to people who have issues, who have problems. Why? Because we have issues, we have problems. If somebody's out there and they're perfect and they never make mistakes, they're not relatable to us. We make mistakes. So on social media, on all of them, we tend to see people living their best life. Like they're going on these fabulous vacations and driving their amazing cars, and this is their perfect family, and all these things are great in their life. They're showing the best part of their life. That's, when we view that, it might tend to make us feel more alone, even if we're not alone, even if we are with that partner, we might feel alone in life. We might feel like a failure. And feeling alone, even when you're in a relationship, feeling like a failure could lower your sex drive. Almost certainly would lower a person's sex drive. So what I would say is reduce who's in your social media feed. So if you know those people that they're doing this and that, and they're jet setting here and all of this life that you couldn't possibly live. You don't have to necessarily unfriend them, but don't maybe watch their content. So you're not, totally abandoning them, but maybe you do. You don't maybe want these people in your life. Maybe only follow close friends or friends that are a little more honest with their life, that show their failures, that show the times when they fall on their face. It's why I only do one take of these videos, because I'll constantly stumble over my words and have this train of thought and then go this way and whatever, because I want to be real with you. This is me. This is me a little bit more animated because I want to make these fun, right? But you want to follow people that are more real on social media and actually calling it like it is. So maybe following people of whatever gender you're attracted to or not. Maybe it's the opposite gender you're attracted to, who don't have a typical look, but you find sexy. Even again, they're not the gender you find sexy or you're attracted to, but maybe you're like, that's a handsome person. That's a sexy, person. Follow that person. Kind of broaden who you're attracted to. I would say maybe go on a social media diet. Years ago, when I gave up cable television, I remember thinking, I was assuming that I watched television, but this applies to social media as well, to relax me. It's this thing I do to unwind. But then I noticed something. I was, watching something like that, there's nothing on, and I turned it off and I did this. Whoa. I turned off television and took a deep breath in and exhaled. Television itself was stressing me, regardless of what I was watching. Same thing with social media. They're bombarding you with stuff. It's not relaxing you. It's stressing you out. That's what it does. And as I've addressed in another video, stress is not great for being in the mood for sex. It tends to lower sex drive. Now, conversely, sex tends to lower stress. So there's a thing there you have to kind of will through it. So then when you have sex, it lowers your sex drive and you get into this wonderful little good feedback loop. So go on a social media diet, maybe go a couple of days or a week without it, or again, only follow certain accounts. But it's also a huge time waster. If you're spending 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour or so on social media, just wasting away, right? It's a time waster. That's 20 minutes, a half hour, an hour or more where you could have been having sex, right? So just get a handle on this social media thing. It is connected to lower sex drives. Do the things I recommended. Maybe put some of your suggestions below that you've tried that have worked, and reach out to me in social media. If you have questions, it's one way to use social media in a positive way, or DM me if you have further questions that you want to address here, and I will see you on the next video.